Hey, you guys, I want to pop on really quickly with a general June overview. I'm using the Numerology guidance cards, the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, and the Tarot Sexual Magic. So, I'm going to break it down energetically. This is what you can be facing on a physical, everyday type of level, and the sexual magic is relating more to the heart space. So we have parenting 63, happy ending 93, completion 9, which ties in pretty well with that happy ending, synchronicity 87, financial discipline, and the card underneath that is 74, nature. So one thing I noticed about these cards when I laid them was the 369. That's giving me Tesla vibes. That's giving me energetic, how everything is energy, and you're really just going to feel your way through this. At the end of Gemini season, Cancer season begins. We're going to be coming out of the Mercury retrograde in the month of June, and you'll be able to see how things corresponded, how they really, that mental energy is really going to like cultivate and culminate happy ending and completion. It will start to make complete sense from what I can see. So I do parenting. We have the 63, which is a 9, and it's in alignment with this Empress energy. Okay. And we also have financial discipline as a 12. That would align with the Hangman energy, which is reduces to a 3. So for the Rider-Waite, we have 5 of Cups, the Empress, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Judgment, 4 of Wands. Beneath that is the 2 of Cups. For the Tarot Sexual Magic, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Hanged Man, aligns with this energy. This is the 8 of Pentacles. It is in reverse. These cards don't typically come out reversed, so I'm going to leave it upright, but I will give you the reversed description and also elaborate. We have this 5 of Pentacles here with the Moon and the Magician below it. In the beginning of the month, I think some people are at their wits' end with certain things, tired of feeling tired. Leaving this sort of energy, the month of May is a 5 energy anyway, and we're moving into that 369. So here we go with a more resonant energy. These 5s, they're dwindling out slowly, but it's still going to take a little more patience. You have to have the understanding of the influence that's around you and show up in that influence. This is the minor arcana version of the Empress. So you're being asked to step into this energy and embody it and actually show that, because this is on its way out if you let it, and as well as this. The thing is, it looks like this 5 of Pentacles energy wants to come with you. It wants to ride your coattails. But you have to stand in this 9 of Pentacles completion energy. You have to know that you've done everything that you could. Happy ending, parenting. Maybe you had a plant that died. Maybe there was friendships or relationships where you were like the parent. You took care of everything. You put groceries in the house. You bought toiletries. You paid the majority of the bills. Or even with friends, you were the one consoling and counseling and advising. And Maybe it was pets. They were very needy. You had to take care of them. Children, plants. Maybe they needed a little more nurturing during the month of May with the seasons really it going from temperate weather in the United States, northern hemisphere, to very hot in some climates, in some areas, some regions. So there's seemingly some type of disappointment when it comes to things that you had to take care of, or things that you thought you were taking very well care of. It still resolves itself. Now, this residual energy could be after the Mercury retrograde ends. Retrograde, okay. After the retrograde ends, there could still be things that are past due. There could still be debtors. There could be an unexpected charge or something like that. When you're 9 of Pentacles and you're hit with this 5 of Pentacles here, it's almost like a test to see, what did you learn? Like, what did you learn about your own resolve, about your own ability to resolve and to complete and to be ahead of the game? Like, you have that endurance already speaking for you, speaking volumes. So when you're faced with this, it's synchronistic of something that you've already completed, and it's asking how you will handle this situation here with Judgment. And it seems that you do handle that with a sense of welcome accomplishment. Like, you will financial discipline. You will be able to resolve this or get it taken care of. Maybe it was an error. Maybe you have to provide confirmation of something that you've already done, and they're just not seeing it. So they're kind of hindering you and your progress forward. Maybe you want to move homes. Maybe you want to renovate, and maybe you're pairing with another person. You want to decorate, put up some fixtures, pictures, painting, whatever it may be. There's it's like a low energy, very high abundant energy, a low energy. And it's like, so where do we go now? If this is the sequence, low, extremely high, moderately high, low, then your next step is to go back high. And it's a synchronicity. It is actually a cycle, a cyclical 369. Okay, so these fives are actually a little out of place, but in order to humble you, in order to keep you on your toes, in order to bring in those strong points that you have, that you don't have to use them and exercise them all the time. You're being asked to put them more into practice, because it will, instead of it being a part of your reserve and put up for safekeeping, only needed in times of extreme need, you'll be able to always utilize that strength. You're strengthening a certain core value of yours to be able to handle loss or conflict or turmoil in some area of life. And it could relate to home, finances, specifically, or even having to relocate or to shift your perspective on something. It seems like something had you feeling a little, I don't know, homesick here. Kind of homesick. But then remembering where the fuck you are, is you're safe wherever you go. You're fine wherever you are. Home is a matter of alignment. And you're realizing that. But then there comes something cropping up, attempting to remind you that you're not all that comfortable. Okay, so it's flexing your muscles so that there can be change, invigorated into the situation that you're in. Not necessarily so that you do have to up and move and uproot every time you feel this discomfort, or wanting to move somewhere where no one knows your name, or none of that. You don't have to do that. What you're doing is solidifying where you are and handling it as it arises. So no matter where you go, you still have those tools and those abilities to get extremely high and to maintain this. And a little bump in the road, your actions, because of your ability, because of how you exercise your tenacity, it will prove itself beneficial. And you'll be able to have this welcomed sense of feeling, this sense of belonging, wherever you are. It could also be a job situation. I do see a whole lot of pentacles here, and even Venus talks of commerce and business and things of that nature. That 5 energy is the month of May, kind of riding in, trying to accompany you. Like I said, coming off of that Mercury retrograde energy that started in May, it's kind of trying to ride along. So for the emotional aspect of things, is it a piece of lint? Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Hanged Man, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. And beneath that was the Moon and the Magician. And beneath that is what? The Fool? All right. And what? An Ace? Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands. Okay. There's a sense of boredom to me in this card. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna chill and sip and partake, and it's pretty routine, and there does have to be a change made. Sitting in that energy is not conducive to what you really want. Okay, so it's almost like going backwards to a time, mentally even, recalling a time when you were able to feel something like this, and trying to figure out how to get back to that feeling. Okay, so what we're doing is emotional recall. You choose how you want to feel, and you embrace that feeling. It could be related to a specific time, but it's best to omit anyone else that's in that feeling with you, that had been in that feeling with you. Take the feeling that you felt and magnify it. Do whatever you need to do. If you need to listen to music, if you need to go to a specific place, call in the energy of that feeling, of that emotion to you, right? So then there is this sense of a hang up while you're basking in the energy. You're aware that it's no longer here, so there is, and you're aware that the energy isn't here. You're aware that the feeling isn't here, but you're retracting backwards just a little bit to consider that, to feel it through, to understand that, all right, let me for just a second remove myself out of the present feeling. And that's the powerful trait here. Okay, that feeling of a happy ending, that feeling that you do want to embrace, that completion, when you actually do attach yourself to the memory of the feeling, not the person or a time. It doesn't even have to involve another person. I see 2 people here, and it is an embrace, but it could just be a glorious or a triumphant or a completion, walking across the stage for graduation, or getting hired at that new job, getting your work recognized by someone very influential. Take that feeling and magnify it, right? And while you're in the process of doing that, you're going to be hit with physical things in your environment that try to deter you from actually using your power in that way, magnifying it in that way, and you will feel a little hung up. The thing is, you'll constantly be getting synchronicities that you're on the right track. It's just that your environment may not show that, and it may not reflect that. Therefore, you may question what the fuck is really going on. It's 8 of Pentacles. Here, there's a distance between these two, and it's almost like, even though they're in the same place, they're in different realities, in my opinion. This to me has like a 4 of Cups type of energy that would be in the Rider-Waite, where she's there, but she's not fully aware. She's in her own mind, or she's in her own space. So you could have friends, family members, or people who could help you bring in this feeling actually in your environment, trying to offer you small tokens of synchronicities that could align you better with where you're going. It came out reversed. So this is maybe your awareness opening, because you're not letting your environment and your physical vision deter the synchronicities that you're actually feeling. So this hangman energy is going to allow you to see it. Their heads are down. Their heads are in the same position now. If I turn it back this way, it's not necessarily aligned. She's kind of ignorant to what's going on. But with this reversed, she has a better vantage point, and she can actually see what is the hang up, what is holding her back. And her hands are tied. And he didn't actually tie her there. She's just tied up and chilling. Okay? So that's the thing. It isn't outside of you. It has always been internal. So that's when the call comes in. Financial discipline. Here we see the Four of Wands again. So you do get that feeling. You do get it. This is like, to me, like a reminiscent, familiar type of feeling that washes over you. And you really feel, it feels kindred, okay? It feels like something that you've read about or something that you've seen in a movie, but you felt that feeling while watching it, and it almost felt like it was yours, like you could relate to it. It's a really, it's a soulful feeling. You can relate to it, even if it wasn't necessarily your story or your situation, or you've never had anything like that occur to you. You could feel it in the depth of you. And excuse me, that moon and magician underneath shows me that that's the energy that you were able to recreate for your own. You had the knowledge of the feeling. You had the knowledge of the emotion. You had the intelligence of it, and therefore you were able to call it back in and bring a result. So that is just the June overview. I'm going to do overviews for each of the signs. I'm going to pick one synchronicity card. One numerology card, one Rider-Waite, and one tarot sexual magic for each of the signs. And then during the month, they will be referenced in alignment with the other readings that come out for those individual signs. Okay? So I do hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. You could understand it. Come back and watch it again. And I will talk to you guys later.